guys, I'm back finally playing some FTB episode number 29, and in this video I want to concentrate on upgrading my sorting facility. Right now it's a all chest setup, which is fine. I mean, I like the chest. I know a lot of you guys prefer to use the barrel, the traditional barrel sorting system that a lot of people seem to be using. At least the guys that I've been watching on YouTube, they've been using that system, and I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna keep my chests and do like kind of a hybrid setup. So I'm gonna pretty much keep everything the way it's set up here. I still have a lot of chests that I can use to sort other items. I might do some tweaks on my sorting machines down here, you know, sending items to different areas and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna have a barrel setup, so it's gonna have, the reason I want to do that is yeah, what happens is, like, for example, this chest right here, which stores a lot of common items, which I guess I could split over multiple chests, but you know, I kind of like, you know, coming over in here and, you know, going into my gems chest or going into this chest and grabbing what I need. You know, it makes it really easy, but of course I need to have an exit point for this when it fills up. I mean, I could add more chests and that's fine, but you know, if I keep running quarries to find certain items that I need, there's a lot of items that I don't need that will, you know, I have nowhere to put them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a barrel system downstairs here. So when the coal is, when I can't fit coal in here, for example, it's going to go down this tube. At least I haven't tested this out, but I'm assuming it's going to work. It should work with the tubes. I don't see why it wouldn't. Coal will come in here, and if this chest is full, we'll come up here, we'll try to get in here. It obviously won't be able to get in. It will continue to go down this tube, and it will exit maybe somewhere around here, go downstairs into this room that needs a little work. But yeah, I'll do that later on in the episode. And the tube, you know, the coal will go down here, it will travel along a tube until it finds the appropriate barrel to go into, and yeah, it will just get stored into a barrel. And that is the plan for all of these items, at least most of them anyways. Maybe not some of the items here, if I can find a way to get out of here. But definitely for that chest, all the items that get stored into this chest, I will make a barrel for. This chest, it takes a long time for this particular chest to fill up. This is all my gems. So it's all these things like the rubies, the sapphires, the green sapphires, ender pearls that I find, I put in my ender pouch, I just send them over here, and diamonds. So this thing takes forever to fill up. I could run probably 10 quarries in a row and it wouldn't fill up, but then again, maybe it would, I don't know. But definitely for the items that get stored in here, definitely the ores, this thing gets full pretty quickly. I've actually been processing a lot of the items, and that's another thing. At some point I'm going to have to set up an auto processing system that's going to process all these ores. I'll probably do that downstairs here as well. So I probably won't store that stuff into barrels. Actually, I'll probably set up a facility maybe on one side over here, or maybe I'll make another room. But that's for another episode. So I'll be setting that up at some point in the future, just because I got to automate a lot of this stuff. I don't want to do it by hand. I kind of like doing things by hand in Minecraft, but at the same time, it's kind of cool to have, you know, things automated. That's why we play FTB. We want to automate things, and that's one thing I'm going to do in a future episode, but not this episode. This episode is going to be all about just upgrading the sorting facility, giving some more exit points for common items and more storage for common items. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So give me a second to kind of, you know, jazz up this area here. And I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's take a look at what I got set up so far. All I did is just cleaned it up down here. Dropped in the fixture, or not the fixture lamps, the cage lamps. Put in some brick and some more chiseled basalt for the ceiling. Put a little bit of cracked brick in there. Switch it up a bit. And yeah, that's pretty much just a giant room that's going to be for barrels. And over here, I don't think I've ever showed this. This is just basically my maintenance area for my recycling center. I set this up in the sorting facility episode, or maybe an episode after my sorting facility episode. That's why I got the redstone engines still here. I haven't put in the Atarchic gates on this. It was set up quite a while ago. I need to actually upgrade this. Maybe I'll do that at the end of this episode. I think I got some Atarchic gates left over. And if you didn't watch that episode, the reason I have the recycling center is for really super common items like cobblestone, dirt, marble, gravel, sand. So basically when these chests here are all full from the quarries, they just get sent into the recyclers and turned into scrap, and then the scrap is turned into scrap boxes in the auto crafting table. Then that's pumped out, sent into this scrap boxinator, I think it's called. Basically this thing just opens the scrap boxes and turns it into an item. Then those items get sent into an ender chest that gets sent back into my sorting facility and gets sent to various chests. And that's why I have this chest here, this kind of weird chest with machine components, paper, and signs. Because sometimes the scrap boxes are opened and they're turned into these items and dusts. And you get a lot of dusts. Dusts are pretty common. And, you know, other items are common as well that get, you know, like gems and stuff like that. But, yeah, anyways, I'm going off topic here. So right now what I want to do is I want to test this out here and see if this system is going to work, this hybrid system. So what I'll do is I'll just pop a hole in right here. Go downstairs. Whoa. I think I got everything I need. Got my tubes, or my pneumatic tubes. And let's see here. Okay, that cobblestone's going to bother me, so I'm just going to get rid of that right now. Got one chiseled brick, so that's perfect. Ooh, I didn't set that up. Drop that in right there. Take my pneumatic tube. Connect it. Okay, so let's just set up real quick here. Just test it out. See if it works. So I'll grab a couple barrels here. And we'll make each barrel. We'll make one barrel for coal. We'll make one... Oh. We'll make one barrel for lapis. We'll make one... That's weird. I don't know what's happening there. We'll make one barrel for nicolite. And I just want to make sure that chest is full. I'm pretty sure it's full. I filled it up earlier just to make sure this works, but I just want to make sure. Okay, this chest appears to be full. So let's send these items into my sorting facility via the ender pouch. So all these items should be coming down the tube, and I just want to make sure that it actually gets sent down into the barrels. And it appears to be working, which is great news, which means I can now begin to set up my barrels for all the items that I want stored down here. I don't know if I want it to look like this. I'm going to have to think about how I want this set up, actually. So yeah, just give me a second to kind of figure this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, this is how I'm going to roll for now. I'm obviously going to have to make some tweaks and upgrades as I go, but I think I got most of the items that are causing me issues covered here, which is good, which means I can just start up another quarry and I don't have to worry about losing items or having items jam up in my sorting machines. And these are all the basic barrels. Of course, I'm going to have to create some of those barrel upgrades. I think they're called extra dimensional storage. I think it's this one. So I'm going to need to gather all the items and upgrade some of these barrels, especially the ones that do the Zycraft, because I seem to get tons of that. And all these items here, I get quite a bit of nicolite, coal. Even obsidian, I get a lot of obsidian when I'm running the quarries. So yeah, but it's working fine. I got no issues. And I'll probably add another row of barrels here for other items, and then also a row of barrels here as well. And I think that should be quite enough barrels to cover me, but if I do need to expand, I can always make the room bigger this way, and I can also go this way as well. So there is room, and I can also put barrels at the top here. I tried that, and I didn't like the way it looked to have, like, you know, 1, 2, 3. It just, with the lamps, it was just So I didn't like it, so that's why I went with 2 stacked like this. And I think it will look cool if I have another row here and another row here. It'll be kind of like, you know, I'll have all these aisles of barrels. But right now I don't need that many barrels because I just don't feel that I need to store that many items just yet. I'm going to get there as I keep running quarries. But right now, like I said, this will do. So that's going to be pretty much it for the sorting upgrades for this episode. If I do tweaks, of course, I will show you guys. Other than that, I haven't done too much in terms of upgrades around the base. One thing that has been an issue is the lava, excuse me, that I have set up. I have a pump set up in the nether using the liquid tesseracts to transport the items from there to here. And when I did the upgrades in the last episode where I added all these, because before I only had 9, and then I added a whole bunch more around of these thermal generators. So I'm burning lava way faster. So when I got it turned on, when I got my UU factory or UU matter factory or matter fabricator, whatever you want to call it, when I have that thing turned on and this thing's going, it burns through the lava really fast, and the tank is unable to keep up. So my pumps are unable to keep up, and I actually went back into the nether, set up a second pump. So right now I'm rolling with 2 pumps going into this tank, and I'm still not keeping up with the thermal generators right there. So if I want to keep making UU matter, I'm going to have to try to drop in another pump in the nether and see if it actually is able to keep up. Hopefully 3 pumps work, because every time I set up a pump, I got to set up the chunk loader as well. So I don't know. It's not really causing me too many issues. It's just me playing in this world, so it's not a major issue to have a bunch of chunk loaders. But I got chunk loaders for my oil. I got chunk loaders for my base, and of course I got the chunk loaders for my lava in the nether. So it's adding up slowly. I don't want to roll with too many chunk loaders. But so far my frames haven't been too bad. I mean, around my base they're pretty slow, but I can still get the 30 frames a second. So as long as I get the 30 frames per second when I record, I am happy. Other than that, I believe I showed this before. I used to have a tank down here. I don't have it here anymore. It was storing creosote that was being created from these 4 coke ovens here that I've been using to convert coal into coke. Mostly early on when I started this world, I was doing that. I don't do it so much now. But yeah, I was storing creosote, and I had quite a bit down here. The tank was almost full. So I ended up transporting all that creosote via ender tank. I decided to try the ender tank. I've been using the liquid tesseracts a lot. So now I'm using, I decided to try the ender tank. I don't know which one's better, but I just wanted to try something different. So I'm using the liquid ender tank, which is hooked up to my creosote tank on the outside of my coke oven factory, which I'll show you guys in a second here. And I did the upgrades in here. I removed the waterproof Buildcraft pipes and went with the liquid ducts, of course, you know, streamline it a little bit. And yeah, so whenever I do use this, which isn't much, and it creates creosote, it just gets sent to that one tank. I don't think there's a point of me to have 2 creosote tanks, because I wasn't even using this creosote down here. And I've already burnt through all that creosote anyways that was in there when I transported it over to the tank by the coke oven factory. So yeah, it's really simple. It's just, I just put the tank on the top here, the ender tank on the top right here. So yeah, the creosote gets sent in here, and that tank, like I said, is completely empty because I burnt through it so fast with this power plant here. I mean, when I have my UU matter or my matter fabricator turned on, it burns through it so fast. It burns through everything so fast. It's crazy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to finish off the episode doing a little bit of upgrading here, minor upgrades that I talked about earlier in this episode, I think. And that's just to take out these redstone engines and put in the gates, the Atarchic gates in here, just to make it look a little more slick, a little more clean, and not have those, engines going up and down. So yeah, I'm just going to grab what I need to do that, and I'll be right back. All right, I think I got everything I need, which is basically just the gates. So let me just go down here and break apart these engines here, because they're just not going to be needed. And take this one. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I just broke my recycler. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to have to build another recycler and fix this. Ay, that is really annoying. All right, I'm going to be right back, guys. All right, I got a recycler. I'm going to have to be a little careful here because this is a higher voltage that I'm using here. So I'm just going to remove some of this hardened glass. I'm going to do this through the top. All right. Okay, so I'm going to need to get rid of this wire. Actually, I'm going to have to do it through the, I think I'm going to have to do it through the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right. Super annoying. All right, so I grab my recycler. And the reason I didn't want to put it on top of the wire, like I said, is this is medium voltage, and the recycler I think can only handle 32 EU per tick. So that's why I got this transformer upgrade. And I got my overclockers. I got 6 of them. So now when I plug it, it should be all right, and it won't blow up. Okay, let's put the gates in now. So I'll put the gate here, gate here, gate here, and a gate here, and a gate here. So I'll make the adjustments on this and go with item and inventory pulsar. Item and inventory, energy pulsar. Item and inventory, energy pulsar. This is some exciting YouTube here. Okay, just let me finish this off here, guys. And we'll test to make sure it works. So I'll be right back. All right, so let's give this a shot here. See these recyclers are working. Make sure these gates are pulling items out. So I'm just going to drop that in there. And that one appears to be working. And is this one going to produce a scrap? There we go. And yeah, that one is working. And last one, I guess I could just put it all in here. Yeah, good. Okay. So those are working. I'm pretty sure this one does actually. Item in inventory. Actually, let me just make sure here. Let's put another piece of scrap in there. Okay, that's working. And there should be an item coming out here any second. There we go. Got some leather. All right, cool. So this is working. Looks way better without the engines. So I'm just going to drop in the hardened glass, and that's pretty much going to be it, guys. I've actually got over 1,000 subscribers right now, guys, which is really cool. I just wanted to thank everybody that has subscribed. I mean, it makes it a lot funner to make videos when you know people are watching. And 1,000 subscribers is quite a bit. It's actually a lot. So, yeah. Thanks for subscribing, guys, and thanks for the comments and everything. And I will see you in the next episode. Hopefully see you in the next episode. Later.